Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since my last upload, which was the day in the life of a tech startup intern video, and a lot of you have actually recently joined the family since then, so thank you. I'm really grateful for that. My name is Magdalene and I'm a final year student from New Zealand studying computer science and entrepreneurship. On my channel, I make videos about tech, student life, uni, self-improvement and productivity. I also have a podcast called Sparking Sparks, and it's where I chat with inspirational people doing cool stuff in STEM, entrepreneurship, the arts, and advocacy. So today's video will be about Notion. I'm a huge Notion fangirl, and I can literally ramble on about Notion to anybody who wants to listen. I've been using it since 2019, and it's been a complete game changer for me because of how powerful its features are. So what is Notion? Notion describes itself as an all-in-one workspace because you can literally do anything you want in it. It's basically like a Google Docs but on steroids. It has a lot of integrations such as all the Google Suite tools, Figma, Spotify, you name it. They've got the free personal plan, which is all the features that a normal everyday person would really need. But if you're a student, you can also use your school email address to upgrade to the personal pro plan, which has slightly more features. Now, Notion can be quite overwhelming to start off with because of all the features that it has, so you can stay till the very end of the video and I'll be doing a walkthrough tutorial on how you can set up your Notion. Welcome to my dashboard. This is where I spend most of my time on Notion. At the top, I've got a Bible verse, and then on the left column, I've got all my goals for the week. And then underneath future, this is where I store all my to-do lists for the semester break and the summer break, for example. In the middle, I've got 4 columns: pending, projects, ongoing, and low priority. For pending, I keep track of anything I'm waiting on the outcome for. So for example, for orders and news, this is where I would track the online orders that I've made and any news that I'm waiting on the outcome for. For projects, these are all the things that I'm working on outside of uni. So as you can see, YouTube, a podcast, and also tech projects, because I'm trying to build up my portfolio. And then for ongoing, these are tasks that I'm doing bit by bit every single day. And then low priority are just less important tasks that I can do when I'm free. And then lastly, on the rightmost column, I've got these cute little widgets that I got from Indify. I've got the link in the description so you can check it out. I keep track of how many times I woke up early and slept early that week. It's actually Wednesday, and I've only woken up early one time this week, so it's going pretty well. And then down here I've got some countdowns to the mid-semester break and my birthday. Yay! Okay, so now we get to the to-do list. So I decided to have my to-do list as a database instead of a simple checklist. And my reason for doing this is because having them as a database means that each task is created as a card. So this means that I can add more information to the task. So if I click on editing, for example, I can see that these are all the things that I need to do when I edit a YouTube video or when I edit a podcast. If this were to just be a simple checkbox list, I wouldn't be able to add all these sub-details for this task called editing. So yeah, that's why I made it as database. And I've got 2 views. One is the weekly view and one is the daily view. So this is the weekly view, and they're organized by the days of the week in the columns up here. I've also got columns for the week of the month. So because it's currently the 3rd week of March, I only have week 4 remaining here, and all the other weeks are just hidden. But essentially what this means is that if I have tasks that I know I need to do that month but not immediately, then I'll just assign them to that specific week and look at it later. So I know that in week 4, these are all the things that I need to get started on. So then when week 4 comes, I will start to pull these tasks into whichever day of the week it applies to. So yeah, that's my weekly view. Now for daily view, this is a focused view on that particular day of the week. So because today is a Wednesday, I've use this filter to only show tasks that apply to Wednesday. And for the daily view, the columns are organized in terms of status. So to begin, in progress, pending, done, and tomorrow. These are all the tasks that I need to begin. This is in progress. For pending, it's tasks that I've already completed, but I still need to wait for some outcome or some news for. Done, tasks that I've done, obviously, and then tomorrow, it's for things that I'll be assigning for the next day. So yeah, that's my dashboard. I like to keep it pretty minimal. I don't like to have too much scroll going on because I feel like if I've got all the stuff down here, I probably won't be looking at them that much either. So yeah, just keep it nice and simple. Now we have the journal. Again, I've got a Bible verse at the top and then a weather widget, which I got from Indify again. And then these are just some cute aesthetic photos that I got from Pinterest. I've decided to keep 2 databases for my journal, one for daily and one for weekly. So let's look at the daily one first. I've created a template, so click on that. So this is my template for my daily entries. I note down any events that happened, any highlights that I had, and a rough outline of my day. For this last section on thoughts and feelings, I have some simple prompts that make me do a bit more self-reflection for the day. And then all these things that you see up here, these are actually habits that I'm tracking. I actually wrote them in Chinese because it just takes up way less space because I can convey the point that I'm making in just one simple character. By the way, if you speak multiple languages, let me know in the comments down below if you do this, if you use whatever language it is other than English to express your point, just because it's way more efficient. And then down here I just track how many of the 7 habits that I did, and then here I track what time I woke up, what time I slept, what I ate for lunch, and what I had for dinner. And then all these habits will actually display here as well, so I can see them at a glance, how many times I did each of these habits in the week. And then down here, it's actually a progress bar, so I can see how many of these boxes I've checked. Writing my diary is going pretty well. Okay, now for weekly, this is where I do my weekly journal entries. So if I click on week 11, again, I have a template that I use. These goals here actually correspond to the goals that I had on my dashboard. I just decided to copy them over to my dashboard so that I can see them at a glance instead of having to go into this journal page. And then for these highlights, I'll be updating them once I do my weekly reflection at the end of the week. Here is my life dashboard. Got a Bible verse, and then this is my 2021 vision board. And then I've got these 4 columns where I keep pages for my personal life, self-care, planning, and things that I want to discover. There are quite a few pages in here, so I'll just show you the ones which I think will be more beneficial. This is the recipe box, and it's where I store all the recipes in my repertoire. Man, my food is really orange. Anyways, so I've got them organized by category. So let's look at 5-spice chicken. I've got the link for where I got the recipe from and all the instructions. So yeah, basically every single time when I want to cook food, I can just browse through this whole dashboard thing and figure, okay, which orange food do I want to eat today? Over here, I've got my book tracker. This is probably one of my most favorite pages in my life dashboard because I used to have my book list as basically just a list on a Word document, and it would literally just contain the number and the title. But then now having it in this database, it literally brings my book list to life because I can just click on a book, I can click on digital minimalism, and I can see all these properties, and I can see all the notes that I've taken on the book. So yeah, it just gives the books a lot more character. So this is the job applications page. My job applications page is literally just based off Notion's template, which is why I'm just showing you Notion's template here, not mine. So yeah, you can basically use this to track anything. You can track internship applications, job applications, anything you want really. And the amazing thing is that it keeps everything that you need in one place. You can look at everything at a glance. So you can look at the position, the status, the deadline, the job description, any comments. So yeah. And then another feature that I really like is this. So you can easily set a reminder, let's say 1 week before the deadline. So that means 1 week before the 28th of October 2021, I will get a reminder telling me that I've got this job application due, and it will appear as blue, letting me know that I've got a reminder. Before you do anything in Notion, I would recommend first thinking about all the information that you want to organize and then creating a sort of Notion blueprint. So think about what are all the main pages you want to have, and then what are all the sub pages you want to put underneath that. I'd also recommend watching other people's Notion walkthrough videos. I really like Ali Abdaal's and Tom Frank's videos, so I'll put the links in the description. So now we have the Notion tutorial. Okay, so we start with a blank page. Let's call it tutorial, and then let's add an icon. Okay, let's go with the default jigsaw puzzle, and then edit cover. Okay, yeah, let's go with that. And then we can either press enter to just use an empty page, or we can use a template. So let's browse through the templates, because Notion has a lot of amazing templates that you can just use and take. So for example, like goals. Look at this, that's essentially a Kanban board. Habit tracker. Yeah, habit tracker, that's basically like the one that I had for my journal. Anyways, let's just go with a blank page for now. So, a really handy thing in Notion is that when you do a /, you can basically input anything you want. So you can input text, a page, to-do list, heading, anything really. So if you don't know where to click, just do a / and then you'll see all the options. So what I want to do is I want to make a header, so I'll do H3. Oh, enter. Okay, yeah. Let's call this goals. I'm gonna add a little space between each letter just to make it more aesthetic. And then I like to add a divider. And then now I'm just gonna add some checklists to do. Goal 1, goal 2, goal 3. Okay, cool. Now I want to do another header. We can do H3 again, and this time I'm gonna show you another way that I like to make my headers. So I might just change this color to blue. So that's another way of doing the header. The last way of doing the header that I sometimes use is to make it as a call out. And then I would just make this all bold. So yeah, that's basically how various ways that you can make headers in Notion. And then now, what if I want to have my goals next to my highlights? All I have to do is just highlight all these and just bring it to that side. And obviously all these will shift down, so I'll just have to bring them up. Cool. Now, what if I want to add a picture? So I've already copied a picture to my clipboard, so all I have to do is just paste, and then if I want to put it at the side, I can do this. So okay, let's remove all these headings. Let's just choose this highlight heading, and I'm gonna say filmed Notion video. Oh yeah, and then this will allow me to basically view everything in a very compact manner. Now let's move on to databases. I'll show you how I created my to-do list and my dashboard. So I'll go to, let's do Kanban board. Do they have as that? No, okay, they just call it board. Yeah, let's do board inline. And call it to-do list. Call it to-do list. Now the reason why it's so tiny is because it thinks that it belongs to this column for goals, but actually no, I want it to spread over everything. So I'll just drag it down here. And the spacing is kind of off because the page view is only the page view is set to the default one, which just merges. No, which kind of compacts everything right to the center. But what I want to do is change this to a full width over here. And since we're already on this little side panel, you can actually change the font, so you can change it to serif and also mono. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's go with mono. And then you can also change the size. Not too much of a difference. Okay, let's just not do that. And wait, what is customize page? I see. Okay, cool. Anyway, so back to dashboard. Usually they have this column here called no status, and I just like to hide this. Well, before I do that, I just want to delete all these cards. Okay, let's hide this. Okay, so right now I'm making the daily view. What did I have? Okay, not started, in progress, completed. I also had pending, and I also had tomorrow. So if you want to change the color, you can just click on the 3 dots and let's change it to purple. Cool. So now I'm going to add a task. Let's say task 1, task 2, task 3. If I click on that, I don't want this assigned property because this is more relevant if you're working in a group. So I'm just going to delete this assigned property. But instead, what I want to add is day. I'm going to change that to just a simple select. And then now I'm going to write all the days of the week. Monday, Tuesday. Cool. So I'm going to change this to Wednesday. And then for this, I'm also going to change it to Wednesday. Change this to Wednesday. Actually, by the way, you could have just done that by just selecting all these, click on the dot and just editing this, the day, to Wednesday, and it'll update everything. Yeah. And then you can also click on the 3 dots here to show you where is it? Show properties. Okay, so I can actually click on this and then it will show me the status. It will show me the status and it will also show me the day. But that's pretty irrelevant at the moment, so I'm just not going to show that. Okay, cool. Now let's add another view. Let's add one board as well. Let's do weekly. And let's rename this view to daily. And I'm just gonna reorder this around. Okay, cool. So let's go to weekly. And I don't want it to be organized in terms of the status again. So I'm gonna change this, the group by, to day instead. So now it's gonna show me all the days of the week in these columns here. And again, I'm gonna hide this no day. So if, for example, I've got a task, task 4 over here, task 5, task 6. Okay, cool, you get the idea. So let's say I've got all these tasks that I need to do this week, but in my daily view, I only want to see the tasks on Wednesday. In order to bring my point home a little bit more, I should add some statuses. Okay, let's say not started. Let's say completed. And then I'm gonna click on the 3 dots to show the status. So now I can see that these are all the tasks that I need to do for the week, and I can also see the status. So if I go down into daily, it's going to show me literally every single task. But I don't want that because this is the daily view and today is a Wednesday, so I only want to see the tasks that apply to Wednesday. And if you click on the 3 dots again, you go to properties and you actually display the day. You can see clearly that it's showing me literally every single task. But I don't want them. I only want to see these 3. So what I can do is I can create a filter. And it's going to ask you, how do you want to create the filter? I'm gonna say that I wanted to create it by day. So I'm gonna say only show day is Wednesday. So now this means that I can see all the tasks that I need to do today on Wednesday. That's it. If I want to see everything at a glance, I go to weekly. So yeah, that's the end of my Notion video. I hope you found it helpful. I do have other pages such as how I organize my content creation and also my knowledge base. So if you want to see videos on those, then please leave a comment down below. One of my goals this year is to have more consistency in my YouTube uploads. So if you want to see more videos about uni life, tech, self-improvement and productivity, then be sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified of new videos, and it also really helps with the algorithm. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!